Hello and welcome to another video. Today, as you've guessed from the thumbnail, I am going to be talking about book series that I want to finish, preferably this year. But this is me. We know I'm chaotic with my series and I just buy new ones instead of finishing the ones I have. So I'm going to be actually splitting this into two videos. I have no idea when the second one's going up, but this one is going to be book series that are already finished, which I want to complete, and then at a later date there will be another video of book series that are still ongoing, which I want to catch up with, which there is a lot of those. This is not the whole list of series I want to finish that I have started, because I have a lot of books and this will be a 3-hour long video and no one wants that. So I'm going to get stuck in. I'm going to go for the book series first. I only have one book left before I have completed the series. And then I will move on to the series where I have multiple books to read before I have completed the series. Not going to give synopsis for these books because, again, we'll end up with a 3-hour video. So, let's go. So first up, I want to read Shadow and Flame by Mindy Arnett. So I read the first book in this series a while back. It was in a Fairy Loot box and it was so good. And I don't know why I keep putting off reading this. It just is not a priority for me. So I'm hoping to get to this soon because look at that cover as well. Pretty. It wasn't a cover buy. It was not a cover buy. Next we have The Witch's Blood by Catherine and Elizabeth Corr. I really enjoyed the first two books in this series. I read them both last year, I believe. And it's definitely a series I want to finish. I'm really intrigued to see how the series ends because a lot happened in those first two books and I need to know, I need Mary to be happy. Next up, this one is going to rip my heart out and I am ready for it, and that's Hero at the Fall by Elwyn Hamilton. I watched my friend Tessa read all 3 of these books. And she does not cry at books, but she sobbed at this one. So if she sobbed at this, I have no doubt that it's going to hurt me. And I'm really ready for this. Is this one signed? Yes, this one is signed. I think the whole series is signed because I met her at Yalc a few years back. She's so lovely. But yeah, I am really excited and scared to finish this one. Next up we have Finale by Stephanie Garber. I was very skeptical about reading this series because I have heard very mixed reviews. But I read Caraval, I think it was the end of 2019, and then I read Legendary a few months back, and I've been trying to get Finale on my TBR since because I need to know. So this is actually on my February TBR and I'm going to be picking this up very soon. So this is one that I'm definitely going to finish this year. Go me. Next up we have The Scarecrow Queen by Melinda Salisbury. I really enjoyed the Senator's Daughter series so far, and I've never had a Melinda Salisbury book that I have not loved, so I have no doubt that I'm going to absolutely adore this. And again, it's just one that I haven't made a priority, but I am definitely going to try and get to this one this year. Next up we have Ember Queen by Laura Sebastian. I absolutely loved Ash Princess and Lady Smoke. They were 2 of my favourite books the years that I read them, and I don't know why I haven't got to this. I did pre-order this when it was first coming out, and then I just never picked it up. I think it came out around about the same time as loads of other new releases, and by the time I'd got through all them, I just did not get to this. It was the same with Crescent City. I think it came out around about the same time as that, and they were just 2 books that I just did not pick up. So this one I definitely want to get to soon. I have really enjoyed this series and I really want to know how it ends. Then we have Lightbringer by Claire Legrand. So I was a bit about Furyborn, but then I read Kingsbane and it blew my mind. So when this one finally came out, I immediately bought it and then didn't read it, which is... Are we shocked? No, we're not. But I'm really excited. Also, it's chunky, which is pretty intimidating. And oh, there's a POV in this that I did not know about. Okay, I might see if I can bump this one up my TBR, because now I want to read it even more and know why there's another POV. Now we're going to move on to books. Now that they're done, we're going to move on to book series where I have multiple books to read. Some of these I'm not going to hold up the whole series because no. So first up, the Spellslinger series by Sebastien de Castell. This is book 4. This is the next one I need to read. So I need to read books 4, 5 and 6. This one is actually on my February TBR. So this is happening soon. But then I've got 2 others to read. They are fairly chunky, but I do actually have the audiobooks for these, which I can read along with, which will be a bit quicker, because Joe Jameson, who is the narrator for these, is the best audiobook narrator I have ever listened to. He is like the best. So I'm really looking forward to continuing this series, and I've heard very good things about this whole series. Next we have the Stalking Jack the Ripper series. This is obviously book 2, so I have 3 books in this series to read. I loved Stalking Jack the Ripper and then just never, and bought the whole set. Never got around to reading anymore. So hopefully I can at least continue the series this year, even if I don't read all 3. Let's hope. Next we have the Raven Boys series. So I only actually have the 3rd and 4th book to read for this. I've heard very mixed things about this series, but I really enjoyed the first 2 books. So I am definitely looking forward to picking up the 3rd and 4th book, but it just, again, hasn't happened. So hopefully this year. Next we have the Daughter of Smoke and Bone series by Laini Taylor. I do have the 2nd and 3rd book to read. These are the paperbacks that I have actually given to my mum. However, my hardbacks have not yet arrived, so I'm showing you these ones instead. But these will not be the editions I read, because I have the gorgeous Illumicrate ones on their way soonish. I can't actually remember when they're due to ship, but when they do arrive, I'm hoping to dive straight back into this series. But these will be going straight back on my mum's shelf because she's having the paperbacks. So I actually forgot one where I only actually have 1 book left of the series, and that's Obsidio by Jay Kristoff and Amy Kaufman. For some reason, I thought I still had to read book 2. I don't. I've read book 2. I read it last year. It's only book 3 that I need to read, and this will not take me long to read, and I know it won't because it is multimedia, and these are the pages I love the most, because if you've read the series you'll know. But this won't take me long to read, so I don't know why I haven't got to it yet, but I don't want the series to end because I really love this series. But I am going to try and get to this very soon. I might bump this up a bit higher on my TBR now that I have realised that I only actually have 1 book, not 2. Next up we have, oh that's very reflective. Next up we have the Darkest Minds series, and I do actually have books 2, 3 and 4 to read of this. I read the first book about 2 years ago now, so I might actually need to reread the first book. I vaguely remember what happened, but I think I might at least need to read like the last couple of chapters before I dive back into this. But I really did enjoy it, so I am looking forward to continuing this series and hopefully finishing it at some point. And then the final one. I only started this series in December, and it was only because of my friend Ellen. However, she will be very happy to see this series on this video, because it is this is also reflective. There we go. This is the Chaos Walking trilogy. So I need to read books 2 and 3 of this, and after reading book 1 in December, I am 100% reading at least book 2 in March, because I only just bought these. If you've seen my... No. So you would not have even seen these on a haul yet, because I bought them this month. They will be on my February haul. I caved and bought them because I want to continue the series. So yeah, Ellen will be very happy about that because she bullied me into reading this, and I'm very glad she did because I've loved it so far. Also, the film looks amazing and I'm excited for the film. So the one I nearly forgot, you might see the missing box set now. So it is the selection series. So I only actually have The Heir and the Crown to read. And then I've completed it. So this is part of the series, but it's not part of the main series. I'm pretty sure these are set way after the original trilogy, but they are still part of the series technically. And I know that Helen over at Helen's Book Haven is doing I'm part of the Discord chat. They are currently doing a read along for the selection series. So I'm keeping an eye on it, and when they get to the point I need to read from, I'm going to join in on that buddy read because I want to finish this series. I have the whole box set. I loved the first 3. This is not my sort of book. This is too romancy and cute and cheesy to be my sort of book. But I loved the series. So of course I want to continue and hopefully finish it. I reckon if I can stick to the read along for this, then I should be able to finish this one this year and it should not be an issue. But this is me. I will probably end up forgetting about it and losing track of time again because it's me. Okay, so I think that's all of them now. There are probably more, but we're gonna just leave it at that. I am actually gonna come back to this video in a year and see how many of these I actually get done in 2021. That rhymed. If you have read any of these series and you think I should prioritize any of them, let me know. I mean, I'm pretty much prioritizing the Spellslinger series and also Finale because that's on my February TBR. But apart from that, let me know if I should prioritize any because I honestly don't know where to start with these. There are so many and I probably won't end up picking any of them up for like 3 years. But we'll see. Wish me luck. And you never know. It might happen. It might not. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next time. Bye.